to one final map. The difference between finishing third and fourth in the semi-finals, between being a finalist here, the prize money doubles, $2,000 banked each. That doubles to $4,000. They get the opportunity to play for the $10,000 first place prize, but more importantly, the goal, which neither of them have yet, to play at the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship live from Poland. Jaedong wants to play in front of that audience. Anybody who saw the tournament last year would have seen the live audience. It was fantastic. They were so energetic. It was huge. It was a pleasure to be there.
It was truly amazing. It's also an amazing arena. It's all round, and there's crowd everywhere. It's fabulous. And it's funny in StarCraft, you have all these games and all this effort.
Yeah.
And so many times it comes down to just one game at the very end of the series on a very small map, which is Yonsu. And so many things can happen here that could make either player win.
Yep.
And we're about to find out what exactly herO has planned for this map, how Jaedong wants to defend whatever herO has planned.
Yep. By nature, this is an aggressive Protoss map.
This is a very
towards
aggressive Protoss
Zerg,
map, for sure. Yes.
if you didn't know. Thank you everyone out there who's sticking with us in the audience. It's been a long day. It's been a long 4 days, but we are getting closer and closer to the Grand Finals. Which player will meet CM Storm's Pult in the Grand Finals? Which player will get on the plane with Pult to come to Poland in 3 or 4 weeks' time? Which player could have the opportunity to be an Intel Extreme Masters champion? We are one game away from finding out who will go to the final. Team EG versus Team Liquid for one final time here. Please, Red, please.
Of course. And on Yonsu, in the top right, the Red Zerg player, Evil Genius's Jaedong.
And he goes head to head with the Team Liquid star. He goes by the name of Liquid herO.
Yes, and herO starting off with the pylon in his main. No cannon rush this time. Looks like no gifts from either player. They are done playing nice.
Just remember how this series started.
Yeah, with the cannon rush in the 6 pool.
Cannon rush game number 1 for some of you joining us later on. Game 1, cannon rush. Game 2, 6 pool. That's how this series started.
And now here we are in the 5th game, all tied up at 2-2, and Jaedong has not yet won any series without going into the final game. So he probably feels very comfortable right now. It's like he knows, as long as I get to this stage, I've always won before. And he's got to feel pretty good.
Alright, Jaedong is going to go for a hatchery first here. Is his choice of opening build order. And we'll see what he follows after this. I would doubt he would go 3 hatcheries on a map this small. It's most likely the favored build. Maybe hatchery into the gas and spawning pool potentially here.
Yeah, I think that would be a good option. But then again, he is going up to 16 drones right now. He has also played a lot of just straight spawning pool follow-up without the gas. Look at that, the drone.
Is it scouting or is it hatchering? Is that a word?
Hatching.
Hatching? Can I say hatching?
Look, there's no pool being made, so he's actually going to go. For this crazy 3 hatchery opening in the final game. He doesn't care.
He doesn't care. This is remarkable. He says, you know what? You are not man enough to do anything to me in the early stages. And he said he takes 3 hatch. So
he goes ahead and puts himself into a fabulous position.
Yeah.
Also going for the gas. So
woohoo!
Even gas before spawning pool. He's going to have link speed very fast. He's going to have 3 hatcheries very fast.
Can
herO
this be
scout.
punished from this with the probe scout? If herO goes over, says, "Oh,
normally
guy.
you can't punish this. The only way you can punish this is somehow there's like a pylon that Jaedong doesn't know about, and he somehow gets totally caught off guard. But Jaedong has every tool he needs.
Well, there's a zealot and going to be a mothership core in a second to start this off with.
So, like similar to last game,
yes,
here was totally the same opening. Last game, he tried to go for the 4-gate Zealots. Did not work. He actually lost against Slowlings. And he's not going to get a probe into the main base, so he doesn't know whether Jaedong has gas or not. So maybe he thinks, if I just do this again, but do it the proper way, I will actually be able to kill this. But little does he know, this time Jaedong will have a very, very fast link speed available to him.
That's right. That's right. We'll see if that's going to be the case here. As the Zealot is over at the Xelnog Tower. The probe is hiding a little bit here. And here comes a couple of gateways right in the wall. That's going up to a total of 3.
Yeah.
Are we going to see the fourth? There is no second gas. It looks like he is following that build order, which leads us towards a fourth gateway.
And 6 links are on the way, and Jaedong is starting to scout out a little bit. He does not know about the gateways just yet.
He's about
4
to check.
more links on the way, so there's going to be a total of 10 links to
There's
start
the
off
fourth
with.
gateway. He's going for the same build order that he chose on the last map. Jaedong's going to see the gateways in the wall, I'd imagine, and he's probably going to see the gateways at the back.
He sees everything. He sees no second gas in the main. He sees the gateway, so
But where's
right
the
now...
Roach Warren? Does he needs a Roach
No, he
Warren
doesn't
against
need one.
this?
He's
Just
gonna have
Ling
links.
only.
He has link speed this game, so I think that's fine for him. He has 3
Okay.
queens, 3 injects. That is so many larvae. He's going to have so many zerglings, and I think he's in
14.
a prime position to defend this.
Okay, so 14 lings on the way. He hasn't found the probe yet, and he's about to look for the
find the
pylon.
pylon. He's going to find the pylon.
herO knows that Zergling Speed's going to be on the way. Surely he doesn't want to commit to this. He knows Zergling Speed's coming.
Look at Jaedong. He's making drones again. He's actually so confident. He finds the pylon. There's his first few zealots.
Oh, 6. Oh, and herO cancels the pylon to the bottom left. He's just going to stick with the one that's up the top there. And no follow-up from herO yet. He started probe production again, but more zealots warped in. More lings being made here. And actually, on the other side of things, the sentry. Ooh, lets 2 lings in. And the sentry's dead.
The sentry falls.
He has to rebuild another one here. 20 more lings. 20 more Zerglings. Is this the way that Jaedong is going to hold this? And that's going up to a total of 30, 40 lings.
Yeah, that is so many lings, and I don't think herO zealots stand any chance here.
Well, there's the time warp, and Jaedong gets out there before losing too much. He's got a lot more lings on the way, and he goes in again here, thinking his reinforcements will be enough to take this. And by the looks of it, he is smart to do this. The extra warp-ins are going to come way too late, so the first set of zealots are going to die, and then the second wave, immediately, there's 16 more lings behind this.
Yeah.
16 more. He's hidden every larva inject back on his hatcheries. He's adding on an additional queen. 22 lings. The follow-up has been thrown down. A robotics facility. These zealots shall die. And the ones that get warped in are just lambs to the slaughter as well.
The zealots fall down, and Jaedong holds this. And behind this, he does have 3 hatcheries, 3 queens, so he has so much production. But at the same time, herO is putting down the robotics facility. Once again, the zealots get the surround on the zealots, and finally, these zealots look like they will be cleaned up. And with this, Jaedong will be able to kill the pylon. And 20 more links, so he might actually be making a little bit too many Zerglings here.
Yeah.
And he needs to get back to droning, because there's another attack coming straight after this.
Then again, there was 2 extra zealots walked in, so I guess these zealots can
even
use.
more.
He's
Even
walking more and more and more. So these lings are actually fine here, and he's going to take the fight. And surely, is Jaedong not in prime position to really push this game in his direction to the final?
Yeah, somehow Jaedong starts off being behind 2-1, goes for the 3 hatchery before pulling the very last game, and now just has a perfect defense. And herO, chrono boosting that immortal, he wants to go again.
Yeah.
But look at the creep spread. Look at the drone count. It's 40 against 40, and it's 3 queens. Like, so much production. Especially the creep spread, very nice. It's going to be so hard for herO to find a nice position for his immortals.
Yeah, I guess one thing we can say that Jaedong has not found out the follow-up. So he doesn't know what he's playing against yet. herO has a bit of an element of surprise.
He did see the robotics facility, actually.
Okay, he must have just seen it then with those lings. So what is let's just say from herO, he's going for this push, most likely, from what he's aiming towards.
Yeah.
What does Jaedong need to do to prepare? He's got good creep spread. What else does he need to add to that?
Well, normally you go up about 4, you take 4 gas, and then you get mineral saturation on your 3 bases. And looks like that's what Jaedong will do. He's getting a few more drones. He's going to be up to 55. And just to play it safe from here, you can just make pure roachling, and he should be in a prime position to defend this attack.
Okay.
8 roaches on the way, so
Here
yeah,
comes
he's
more
getting
sentries,
ready.
Another gateway, warp prism coming. He's going to leave very soon. And Jaedong knows this is coming. He's adding on his roaches. He has roach speed on the way. The creep spread's pretty good. And all you need to do, as simple as it sounds, defeat the all-in. And herO completes his wall off. But there are lings to counterattack here. Despite the wall off, they'll go into the gateways and start attacking it. And immediately there... Oh, waiting a little bit and will go.
Yeah.
Will he have enough to defend this?
So many roaches on the way. Roach speed will probably not be done.
Alright.
herO does decide to go up the left side of the map. There is so much creep there. And herO actually has to pull back against these Zerglings.
Ooh, nice couple forcefulls there. Does save that 1 sentry. And this is it. This is it now. We have the Immortal attack in motion. It's attacking on the left-hand side, not the right. So it's going to be coming down here towards the third base. And Spine start immediately. If Jaedong wants to go to Poland, he wants to play in that tournament. We heard him in interviews before. He needs to deflect this. herO needs to make this work. But it is a 26 odd supply difference between them.
It is still very scary. It's not like Jaedong has a super overwhelming force. He does have a lot of roaches, but with the right amount of force fields, herO still has a chance here. And here he goes down this small ramp. Jaedong comes in from the top and the bottom. Where are the force fields, herO?
Oh, no force fields yet. Oh, he traps a lot of roaches here. That's a beautiful move by herO, and traps a lot of these roaches. And that's a good start for his immortal push here. And Lings and roaches do get quite close here. The warp isn't being used rather effectively, and a lot more warping's going on. It is down to the wire between these two players. Game 5, the roaches and Lings attack again. 3 force fields and a time warp on the right-hand side here. And there is no units coming from behind in herO powering forward. There's a lot of roaches, there's a lot of zerglings, and he is being worn down.
These forces are so sick, but Jaedong finally does push through, and herO all of a sudden, where's your army, herO? How much did you lose? More forces catching more roaches, and the mortals are still alive, but the roaches are falling, and still, both of them are dropping in supply.
Who's going to the finals? 93 to 128. Team Liquid or Team EG? Which one? And it will be down to this fight. Who will come out unless we see herO just go back and take an expand and then continue on playing. But that is not going to be the case, Rhett. He will go for this. And Jaedong is warping in, making more units. Sorry, herO warping in. And here we go again. A queen. I think that was just... Yeah, you heard that.
And now herO finds himself right in the middle. He tries to go up the ramp into the very small choke there. And he has so many sentries still, and such a big army.
Yeah.
Jaedong coming in from both sides once again.
Here we go.
Great
force fields. 4 force fields keeping a lot of these units back. And on the left-hand side, there are roaches getting to the zealots. Spinecrawlers repositioning, and even Queen's coming in to help.
But Jaedong's units are not really shooting herO's army, and he's getting a great trade for now. It's all going to depend how many forces are really left. And if Jaedong can get the wraparound and get all his units in at the same time, he's still got a great chance. But his supply is falling harder than herO's is.
Yeah,
and herO, through his great control, still finds himself in a good position to maybe take this game.
Immortals live forever, baby. And they are just staying here, staying strong. Another flank set up from Jaedong. And he's going to go in once again. 2, 3 force fields. Left-hand side a little bit weaker. Great pickup with the Warp Prism once again on that Immortal. Spinecrawler adding in extra damage to the frontline Zealots. But once again, Jaedong has broken through the front line. He's targeting down one Immortal. Only shields taken off. Stalkers and Sentries dying now. It's so close.
Jaedong is getting through the army. Finally, no more forces are gone. But there's still so much left for herO. There's 2 Immortals left. They're killing roaches so fast. And Jaedong has to pull back once again.
He pulls back once again to 4 or 7 roaches in the supply. A Queen gets picked off. The Spinecrawler stands strong. And the drones even this time, realizing that the force fields are low, and he goes tight. The Warp Prism has to actually cancel its warping to pick up the Immortals, which means the Stalkers are left, and it looks like Jaedong is about to break this.
This is it. Jaedong has held off the attack. This is incredible. It was so close, but yeah, only Zealots and Immortals
left. The late force field and even roaches squeeze past, and this looks like it is finally broken. A long 5-minute fight between the two players. The Sentries are gone, the Stalkers are gone, and Jaedong is moments away from going to the grand finals, defeating Liquid herO here.
Jaedong in great position, and every time we've casted Jaedong, he was in such a rough spot. And you know what? It doesn't matter how you win. In the end, Jaedong now is going to go to the finals to face Polt, which is absolutely incredible. And Jaedong has done such a good job to hold this off. And herO, he doesn't want to give up just yet, but what can he do from here?
He's trying to rebuild the same composition that he just had, but that obviously gives Jaedong time to drone, time to Hydra up. Does find a Queen in the open, but herO is staring down the Jaedong barrel, which is fully loaded and ready to fire. And as we can see, this is not looking pretty for the Liquid boy.
No, and the Hydras then finishes, so even if these roaches get cleaned up, he's going to be able to make a lot of Hydras. And herO gets a few forces off, kills a few more roaches, but in the end, I don't think it's going to matter. This Immortal might get targeted down. It does get targeted down.
Yeah, it gets targeted down here. Every single unit that herO loses, even probes at this point, is so detrimental to his game. And there's behind it, there's Hydra's been added on. Hydra range is on the way. It's an incredibly well played out series for both players. Very equal in supply. Immortals still live forever here. And he does the same to Immortals from the initial fight, but Jaedong is preparing his second army. It is much stronger than the original, which was Zergling, Roach, and Hydras, and there are... Oh, sorry, Zerglings, Roaches, and Queens, but there are the Hydralisks.
Yeah, 5 Hydras on the way, Hydra range on the way, and
can herO still make this possible? Is it still possible?
The supplies are still very close, which surprises me, but the supplies are still very close, and if herO goes right now, before there's too many roaches, Hydras, he might have a final chance to take this game. He does have 3 Immortals, which packs a heavy punch.
There are 14 Hydralisks now, a lot of Zerglings, a Spinecrawler and Queens. herO with one last-ditch effort. He threw everything into the first one. He had to fall back. He's going to try again here. With Hydralisk dealing the damage that they do and more units being added on, this is not going to be easy, not at all. Immortals already weakened. They're
and
limping.
with the Hydra range, the forces become less effective because with roaches you can make it so that they can't actually reach your army, but Hydras with sick range will always reach your army. And herO here trying to find the best angle of approach. I'm so surprised the supply is this similar.
Ooh, here he goes. He's going to take a fight in the open off creep. He's confident to do so. The Hydra's doing a lot of damage here. Was this the right fight for Jaedong to take?
So many Zealots.
There's a lot of Zealots here. Force fields are pretty good. The left flank is strong for Jaedong, but he does lose a lot. 17 additional roaches, though. That is a lot of reinforcement.
There's still so many Zealots left, and Zealots are so good against Hydras. I can't believe this.
This is so close. I thought this game was over. There's 5 Immortals. 17 roaches, 5 Immortals.
How did herO get this big of an army?
Everyone's asking that. Everyone thought this was over. And at this point, good force field deck catches a lot of these, and Jaedong's going to have to fight again. Was that the fight he wanted to take initially? And the Immortal pick up. The War Prism saves an Immortal. And he saves another one. Jaedong's starting to drop in supply.
Oh my god.
The Hydras are almost gone. There's only 2. It's very equal once again. I can't believe this. He's going to have to pull drones to fight this. The right-hand side, though, finds a weakened Immortal. And one Immortal is going to get picked off for the first time in this game. That's only 4. But look at the supply. So close. herO is mined out in his main base. He doesn't have a large income at this point. So it's going to be hard to replenish. Whereas Jaedong does still have a better income. Is going to rebuild longer over time and stronger. But oh my god, I can't believe this is the way that Game 5 is playing out.
Yeah, and every second that herO spends waiting, Jaedong has more income than he does.
And remember, the Mothership Core's gone. There's no Time Warp this time, which makes it easy to engage. The third base falls here. 5 additional Hydras been added. herO's bringing the probes! He's bringing the probes! He's throwing everything into this. Even the kitchen sink has been thrown in. herO is going for it here. Can he break Jaedong? Jaedong comes around with a fantastic surround. The sentries are surrounded. The Immortals are going to get targeted down here, but they're still standing strong. There's a Spinecrawler, there's Hydras, there's Queens. Immortal gets picked off on the right. The probes getting a full surround. The roaches, what the hell?
What the hell, indeed. There are still 4 Immortals left. The probes are still standing strong, and I just can't. I still don't know who's going to win.
Is herO actually going to do this? The third's gone. Probes are in this. It's 45 army supply. herO is equaled up the army supply. I cannot believe this.
And there's still 3 Immortals left. There's a bunch of Hydras on the high ground. It's going to be very hard for herO to go up that ramp. But
sentries, of course, regenerating energy over time means you can use forces over and over. And we thought that this was going to be it. It looked like herO was going to lose. It looked like Jaedong was going to be the one to challenge Pult.
Yes, but right now it looks like herO actually might have a better army. And Jaedong once again comes in from every angle. And the force fields are good, but herO is slowly losing more units, as is Jaedong.
The Warp Prism is gone, but still Jaedong keeps fighting, keeps surviving. He gets that Stalker at the front there. It's 3 Immortals, 5, 6 Stalkers. Jaedong down in army supply though, but adding on more and more. He's long distance mining from that left-hand side here.
Look at all those drones at the third base. He needs to use those drones.
Yeah, you'd think that, right? You definitely wouldn't do that. He's mining so much gas. He doesn't need this much gas. 600, 700 gas here. And again, he's going to fight with drones this time.
He's going to pull all his drones. Look at that. This herO army looks so scary, Sean.
Which way will this game go? This is so tense right now. A final warp in from herO. And he's going to go again. He's got good position here. He's got a lot of force fields, and they're regenerating over time. The Queens are low, but they do have transfuses. They're going to be important to even use here. Everything is important. No transfuses from the double Queens with high energy.
And these force fields are so good, and it all comes down to the positioning on Yonsu, which is so hard to defend against force fields.
There's a time warp here. herO is making the impossible happen. The drones come off, the force fields come in, the time warp on the left, the drones squeeze past the force fields, not the best of force fields there, and the roaches getting tight, but these Immortals, they are living to their name. They are standing strong. They are dealing the damage. And Jaedong is dying. Liquid herO.
One Immortal has 57 kills and he's not done. And the final roaches do fall. There's a few Hydras left, but still the Immortals are still alive. This guy has 60 kills.
This is 60 kills and herO is defeating the last army. What is this? What is this comeback? Jaedong must be devastated. Incredible. Liquid herO is going to win this. Jaedong deflected the initial attack. It still went on. There is Jaedong, and he knows. He knows.
He looks very, very sad, and he looked so good this game. I'm sure he felt the same way we did. He felt like he was winning. He defended the first attack. He defended the second attack. He defended the third attack. But herO
marches into the main base here, Red. It is time for Liquid to stand up over EG once again. And Jaedong is not doing anything. He knows this was so close. He doesn't want to admit defeat here.
He does not believe it. He can't believe it. Look at this. His hands are not moving. He's trying to come to peace with the fact that he does get eliminated.
GG! herO goes to the grand finals.
Wow.
After a full 5-game semi-final, he will face off against Pult in the grand finals, denying Jaedong of that win in the final moments. Look at herO. He cannot believe it himself. Jaedong cannot believe it. Both semi-finals.
It could not possibly
living up to it.
Have gone down any closer than that. Like, I'm not normally that bad at predicting how games go, but they just proved me wrong over and over again. And herO in the end pulls through. Amazing micro, amazing force fields, great micro, like saving every immortal time and time again. And Jaedong, I'm pretty sure he still doesn't know what happened. What happened? What happened?
herO goes to the grand finals. He is going to Poland. He will play in the Intel Extreme Masters World Championship and will be one of 16 players to fight for the $100,000 tournament. And Jaedong still cannot believe it. He wanted to be that player. He was almost that player. But it is Liquid herO who squeezes past and will face off in the best of 7 against CM Storm's Pult. What a final we will have. What semi-finals we have had. herO putting his shoes on after a long fought battle. That was a couple of hours almost. A long series.
Yeah. And right before that, they had that 50-minute game on Heavy Rain. So, I mean, both players must be pretty exhausted right now. But herO is not done yet. He's going to play Pult in the finals. And what a finals that's going to be. Pult has looked amazing against Protoss all tournament long. And herO is probably the best PvT player, at least in the best shape right now out of all of them.
Yeah, what a game. Nobody believed that would go that way. But it is herO who stands strong, starting to have a bit of a grin on his face there, realizing that he is in the World Championship Finals for the Intel Extreme Masters and will now fight for the first place prize of $10,000. There's World Championship Series points on the line with the Premier League starting in just a couple of days in Europe and America. It is all the time to grab those points nice and early to jumpstart your 2014 year.
Yeah, those points are definitely very important. I think